Hello everybody, it's that time of year again when I make my Stanley Cup Finals preview extravaganza. And once again this year the Devils and Islanders are not in it. You may find yourself wondering, why is he wearing a St. Louis Blues shirt? Well, I like the musical note with the wing. I like the St. Louis arch, which I've seen out the window of a plane when I was landing into St. Louis. It was eventually going to Philadelphia. And I got the shirt for $5 down the road at the bargain hunt. I think the Blues are going to win the Stanley Cup. One, they were apparently in last place in the league on January 3rd, which is one day before my birthday, in case anyone cares, and you probably don't, and why should you? Now, also, I believe in omens. Not long before the Stanley Cup Finals, I went to the bargain hunt, and they had this St. Louis Blues, their mascot, like this little rising figure, however the fuck you say it, I don't know. Anyway, so I figured this is an omen because what's funny over there?
A raisin figure.
Yeah, recent. I don't know how to say it. I went to vocational school. What do you want? So anyway, I'm an illiterate, whatever. So, but anyhow, I figured this is an omen because I bought this not long before they got to the Stanley Cup Finals, and a couple years ago, when the Eagles were playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, my wife and I were outside and we saw a whole bunch of eagles circling up in the sky there, and I said that's an omen. The Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. And they did. So the Eagles, shout out to my peeps over there in Philadelphia, won that Super Bowl, and and I'm sure they had to pay a nominal egg to get tickets to the game there. If you're from Philly, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you just work that one out for yourself. Nominal egg. So anyway. Also, I got a St. Louis Browns hat. This is a 1946. Lest anybody think this is a Cardinals hat. I just thought that, going with the St. Louis theme. The guy on the back is right there. Boys 26, 22. I don't know. I think 22. So anyway, I just bought this shirt a couple years ago because I like the musical note and the wing and the arch. And my friend Rich is a St. Louis Blues fan. And he has been as long as I've known him. Which is 32 years now. I'm not sure why, because he's from New Jersey, but he's like the Blues as long as I can remember him. So, So maybe they're going to win the Stanley Cup for Rich, the guy from New Jersey that's never been to St. Louis, but is a dear friend and is like the Blues as long as I've known him. So, anyway, there's my Stanley Cup Finals extravaganza, where I said a lot, yet maybe said nothing at the same time. But that's because this is the quintessential take on the Stanley Cup Finals. Just messing with the hipsters there that got it, they sound like it was a quintessential Mumford & Sons album. And give me a break. Anyway, so Louis here is my omen, and they're going to win the Stanley Cup just because I bought this at the bargain hunt for like $4 or something. And just because I like animals, and it's got the musical note on it, and I like that. So anyway, the Blues are going to win the Stanley Cup because of that omen, this t-shirt, and Boston, you have had too much fun and it stops now.
Resin.